Today we are going to create 3D animated pricing tables in XD. Let's see the prototype. So when we swipe one of the pricing tables, it's gonna take us to the next artboard and reveal the next or previous pricing table in a nice way. As you see, I completed the cycle to swipe it back to the first one. So yeah, let's start creating it. So I copied the first artboard here. I'm gonna go ahead and copy these guys. And I'm going to align them with this one. So as you see, we are not seeing the 3D transform options here yet. I'm gonna go ahead and click the 3D transforms symbol. It's gonna be -45 pixels in the x-axis. So I believe its part is going to be something like this, and I also need to lower down its opacity to 50%. I also need to include this last pricing table as a part of the animation. So I'm gonna go ahead and align it to the visible one. I'm going to also do its transformation, but I'm gonna need to keep it as a part of our current artboard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just create an invisible element and group it with our element that needs to be a part of the artboard. Yeah, something like this makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this artboard, and I'm gonna keep some distance with the previous one, and I'm going to move this one. I'm going to move this one to the center of my artboard and remove the transform, 3D transform, and center it to my artboard. I'm gonna go ahead and move this inside of my artboard, and our last artboard is going to be actually I forgot to transform this guy to 45 degrees, and I also forgot to lower down its opacity. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix those. Measure the visible part again. I'm gonna copy this again. And in our last artboard, let's move this a little further. Our last animation is going to be revealing the last pricing table. So in order to do that, I'm going to move these two to the left. While transforming this one, something like this makes sense, right? I'm gonna go ahead and repeat our keeping this a part of our artboard trick again. To yeah, I'm gonna group it with some invisible element that is inside of the artboard. And I also need to lower down this one's opacity. So I already grouped this one with invisible elements, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and preset the 3D transforms of this one. I'm going to also maximize its opacity. I'm going to center it to my artboard. So yeah, looks like I completed the first part of our 3D transform animation loop. Let's go ahead and start prototyping, and we can later complete the second half of our animation cycle. So the trigger is going to be drag, and action type is going to be auto animate. Result can create some cool animation. So second artboard to the third one is going to be the same. To create our other half of our animation cycle, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this wire. It's going to be dragging this one backwards. It's gonna go to the second one, and when I swipe this back, it's gonna go back to the all the way to the first one. So yeah, let's try. Hopefully it is going to work. Yeah, I swipe this to the left, it goes to the second artboard. Oh, got a problem there. See, the first pricing table just fades out. I wanted to animate. I think we need to copy this guy with its visible part. Paste it to the first one. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. Paste it here. Ungrouping it and removing our fake invisible element. As you see, I swipe and go between the artboards. I swipe back to the first one. Yeah, this was the 3D animation tip that I wanted to share.